No, officer. I said cunning linguist. But they served me with a restraining order anyway. We are live!
Oh my gosh. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Beastly Thoughts with Beastly Gamer and all the Beastly family. Today we got a full house. It looks like we're ready to go have our own football team. We got BriarRabbit with us. You guys know who this man is. BRabbit's been with me since the beginning of this thing. COD-made player, the Call of Duty god. We got Connie Karoy with us. This is her first inaugural show. And her channel. Tell us a little bit about your channel, Connie, and the kind of content that you produce.
Okay, I do quite a bit of Let's Play, some comedy skits, basically anything that I feel like doing, I'll just do it. And sub to me if you feel like subbing to me. I don't know.
I gotta say, I've seen your channel, and I'm a subscriber, and I love it. It's just so fast. You don't do one thing, like you said, it's kind of abstract. And that's really the draw of your channel. I really enjoy it. We got, what's going on? It says Jared here, but I know that's not what you go by.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let everybody know. I know who you are, Get Punked. Let everybody know what's going on with your channel. There's been a little issues with it as of late. I know that you made a video just recently about some views getting stricken from your channel. Why don't you tell us about that? What's going on with it?
Yeah, I got a copyright strike for I don't know what yet. It says inappropriate content, but I'm trying to look into it and talk to them about my partnership, see if they can help me with it. That's pretty much what's up.
I'd like to talk more about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. What's going on? We got 9 to 5 gamers in the house. Say what's happening, 9 to 5.
What's up? What's up? I pretty much just do Nintendo and Sony for now. I'm gonna get an Xbox sometime, whenever I feel it's prone to get one.
Careful, right. BC will kick you right off the show for saying that.
Not quite yet. All right, what's going on? We got Not Too Nerdy in the house. What's happening, Not Too Nerdy?
What's up? What's up? I like to consider myself a gamer. You know, I play everything: PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Sorry,
Xbox none.
The Wii U, and you name it. I love playing games. It doesn't matter to me. So I just love this whole community, and that's what I'm here for.
Awesome, awesome. How you guys been doing this week? There's been some things that have come out in the open in the video game world. What have you guys been hearing about this last 7 days?
Well, I'm pretty excited because I heard that the Xbox is not only going to get reduced in Europe, the price, but also it's going to come with a pack-in Titanfall bundle, and I'm hearing that people are actually upset about that, and I do not get it.
Yeah, well, I don't either.
It's actually here too. You can get the Titanfall bundle here.
Yeah. In America, we're getting a Titanfall bundle. In the European Union, I'm hearing that it is just getting a discount. But I mean, that's just good for gamers. I don't understand why people are upset about it. It just seems bizarre to me.
As far as being upset, what are the reasons for being upset about this?
I bought my Xbox for $500.
That's all I've been hearing about.
Now, do you think that's illegitimate concern for people who bought an Xbox 3.5 months ago at $500 and didn't get Titanfall, or people who bought it just for Titanfall on release?
It may feel a little bit early for a price cut, but when you buy something the day it releases, when you become an early adopter, this is exactly what you need to expect.
I don't know if expecting a price drop in 3 months is what you should expect. This is the first time in history anything like this has ever happened. Me personally, if I was an early adopter and I did get the Xbox One on release and this happened, I would have some things to say about it, because money doesn't grow on trees, and I feel like, hey, look, I was one of the first to support you. You should do that for me, I came out against all the hoopla about the PlayStation 4, and I gave you my $500. I gave you my faith. I gave you my business. What do I get? So I
You've gotten 3.5 months of enjoyment on the Xbox One.
Major BriarRabbit speaks again.
You can't get that kind of enjoyment back. There's no you put a price tag on that.
The thing is, though, if you look at the price, though, the price drop shouldn't be a factor for anyone, because if you look at it, it's £3.99, I believe, and if you look at it, It's pounds or euros, right? Which
It's pounds.
yeah,
We have an expert in European
Yeah.
currency with us tonight.
It's still it'll be still $668 for Americans. So like if you look at it, they still need 2 price drops or even be around what we'll be paying for Xbox One.
That's
so in
crazy.
reality, they're still paying a lot of money for it, you know, and it's even more than the PlayStation 4 over there. So
Yeah.
the fact that they said that they get 1 free game, that's still way more than the PlayStation 4. They get a free game, and they still don't have the features that the Xbox One has here. They don't get any of that live TV yet. They don't have those features yet. So in reality, what's the price cut doing and what's the extra game doing? Because they're not getting anything. Like the extra features that we like in Xbox One now, they're not going to have it. They didn't even announce when they're going to have it. So in reality, that price drop, it's more expensive than the PlayStation, and the PlayStation already gives you free games with it, even though it's not a big AAA title like Titanfall. But is that really worth the purchase? Because what people are forgetting on the Xbox One, what's going to happen after Titanfall? What's the big game after that?
Halo.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, what's the next big title? And that's what people have to think about, especially in the UK. Is it worth spending the money when they don't know what the titles are going to be for the Xbox One?
Okay, I want to ask a question to Connie. Welcome, Connie, again. Let me ask you a question over in the land of the free where you're from. What is the hoopla going on with the Xbox One? Have you heard anything in the wind?
Well, I don't think it's selling as well as a PS4. I mean, when you got, like, I've been trying to get a PS4, but I'm contemplating because, you know, I'm not made of money. And, like, every time I Google, like, certain websites, that they always have an Xbox One in stock, but they never have a PS4 in stock. And I think that speaks volumes. Does the PS1, the one that comes with the Titanfall, does it still come with the camera?
Yes.
Yes,
The
it
Kinect.
is.
Jesus.
I told you guys I liked her.
It's like Jesus.
Is that unappealing to you?
I don't like Xbox, so my opinion's a bit biased. I'm a Sony fag to the end.
Wow. Well, welcome to the Beastly Thoughts. That's great.
I should just mute myself.
But you also have a Wii U as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You have the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition?
Yeah. That's the only thing I've bought on the Wii U, and now they're like, you know, they're dying, and I feel like I should have bought PS4 instead. Because I have Wind Waker on GameCube. I could just easily play it there. And I just saw the box, and it was pretty, and it comes with a black, and it's got little pretty markings, and I just bought it anyway.
Well, if anyone at Nintendo is listening to this right now, they know what to do to sell consoles. Put three more hearts on the box.
Sold. Yes.
And there's no problem with that. You know, people are going to buy consoles, and sometimes they end up not being what you want. BriarRabbit here has a Wii U, and his kids are enjoying it right now. They've been playing the Wind Waker HD and welcome, COD player, and they're playing that new Mario as well, right? They're still playing it, right, BriarRabbit?
Yeah, and they're looking forward to getting Donkey Kong as well.
Oh yeah, a buddy of mine just bought that. He said it's really good. I haven't had a chance to play it. Don't have a Wii U. It's just not enough on it to draw my attention in yet. But what have you guys been playing this week, guys and gals?
I've been playing Thief, Donkey Kong, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and I just beat Assassin's Creed Black Flag as well.
Let's talk about Thief for a minute, because I'm playing that as well, and I'm having a pretty good time with it. I actually checked out some reviews after I started playing it, and I was shocked to see how low some of them were.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with that game. It shouldn't have got reviewed as low as it did, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of the complaints. So the things that I read are that it's a little bit boring and it's a little bit buggy. And the little bit buggy I can definitely see. Yeah. But it is a stealth-based game, so boring is kind of part of that genre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, believe it or not, I saw a lot of the reviews before I ever had a chance to pick up the game, and that kind of halted me from getting it on release because I was like, I need to at least see what's going on with this game. So, do you give me the BriarRabbit seal of approval, not 9 to 5 seal of approval for this game? Should I grab it?
Well, let me talk about my Let's Play first. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I think that It's tense enough, and it's the sneaking mechanics and the rooftop running mechanics are fun enough to keep me playing it. Whether the story is going to be good enough to keep me until the end might be a different story. It's not something like Tomb Raider where you have real character progression. But I'm having a good time with it. What do you think, 9 to 5?
I feel if you don't want to wait for Infamous, Second Son, or Titanfall, and you want someone to play in between, then pick it up. It's well worth a playthrough. I feel I'm on like chapter 5, and I know there's like 7 chapters, so I'm fairly done with the game. I see myself finishing it within the next week or so.
Yeah.
Is it just for PC and PS4, or just PS4?
It's on Xbox One.
Xbox
Oh,
One
is
as well.
it? I thought for some reason I thought it was just PS4 exclusive because the adverts over here it just says PS4.
It's on the PS3 as well and the 360.
Oh, is it?
It's all consoles, yeah.
Oh, so you can play that and try it out.
Excuse me.
What have you been up to, not too nerdy? What have you been playing this week?
I did play Thief, and I had a great footage for a full hour that wasn't even recorded. Because some jerk forgot to press record. I don't know who it was. I'm not mentioning names.
I don't know what kind of noob would do that. That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, that was like one of my best performances ever. Just saying. Too bad no one will ever see it. And also play Strider. I'm enjoying Strider a lot though. Like Strider's definitely paying homage to like the old like NES version. Like it's really good, and it feels like a Metroid style game because like the map system and stuff like that, and like the fact that you could go back to certain locations and go forward, and like you have to grab to level up, and then it's pretty cool the way it is, and the enemies it's pretty cool. So
that's what I liked about Guacamelee a lot too. Was that whole feel. That game was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Strider. I played a little bit of Strider. I got through like probably the first couple of chapters, and I really liked how it had the map style of like the Metroid, and that Strider NES was like that too.
Yeah.
That Castlevania Metroid type style, but it had like the graphics and like the flair of the Genesis game, which I really loved when I was a kid too. So it's a nice melding of the two. Once you get later in the game, is there enough depth there to kind of keep you interested?
It keeps you interested because you keep like getting new abilities that like things that you're like, man, I wish I had this, and then later on like you end up getting certain abilities that you think like a ninja's character would get, and then you end up getting to use those abilities to beat different bosses is what you really need. You have to use those abilities, and like towards the end of it, like you need to learn all of it. You need to remember all the abilities that you had, the way you used it, and you have to use it at the end. So that's why I like it. That's the way it was for retro games. Like it's all about like patterns and memorization, and to everything that you learn through each level was sort of teaching you what to do in the final boss, the final level. And that's what a lot of games today don't do too much. But the weird thing is, what do you guys think about it? That is also made by Double Helix, so they're gone now. So what's gonna happen with that? Like that's another game that's like, which is really nicely done by them. And once again, no one knows their future because they did Killer Instinct, they did that, but now Amazon grabbed them, so who knows what they're going to do from now on.
Hopefully we'll get some awesome games for Amazon's system.
Oh, I had a question for Beastly Gamer about that. I don't know if you guys want to talk about it now or whenever.
Bring it on, brother.
Alright, I mean, I saw the video where you had about that Amazon is trying to buy the Xbox from Microsoft. Like that's like the biggest rumor that's going around, and people are talking about it. And I'm kind of worried because I feel like the fact that Sony's doing so well, it might push the new CEO to be like, you know what, like while our stock is still high or before it completely drops, let's sell it. And if Amazon ever gets hold of like Microsoft, of Xbox, I think that we're in huge trouble because I don't think Sony could compete, to be honest with you, because like you're talking about a company that could sell everything on their website, and then on top of it, they could afford to give those digital copies cheap. And if someone wants an actual, real physical copy, they could send it to them cheap too. Amazon has the power to do that, where you could shop at any time, any hour, and you got Amazon Prime. There's so many features that they could stream onto the Xbox. Don't forget, they have their features, so they could use that. Switching back and forth from TV. Now you can switch back and forth from Amazon Prime and different things. They have so many things that they could combine that with that is so dangerous for the PlayStation. That's why like I'm like worried about like that whole thing. If that rumor is true, then that could really kill Sony.
They have a long history of price cutting their stuff to get it out the door too. They're willing to take a loss on the hardware so that they can continue to sell the software and make money on the software. They're smart about that. I think that's something Microsoft should have really thought about this time around.
Yeah.
Well, it would be a close on the market, basically. I mean, basically like deregulation. They'd own everything. The only way Sony could survive that issue would be maybe if eBay bought Sony. I mean, or the PlayStation brand. There really wouldn't be any other recourse other than to sit back and watch those sparks fly. I don't think Sony will be able to withstand it personally. But there's a lot of different aspects of that sale that would have to go really well. It wouldn't just be the brand Xbox. All these devs, these developers who work with Xbox wouldn't go right over to Amazon, I wouldn't think. So, whether or not they were able to stay with Xbox brand or Sony made some kind of deal with these developers, maybe some of these awesome games from Xbox would end up going over to Sony and pull those fans over to the Sony side. But it would be fun for everybody, I think. I would probably buy an Xbox quicker if Amazon, if they owned it, but because you guys know I love Microsoft. But if that did happen, I think it would be a lot of trouble, for Sony and other, major video game development houses.
Yeah, it's almost pretty much game over if you look at it because they control everything. Not just that, if they wanted to, they could also stop selling Sony products on there, the PlayStation, and then what?
It's kind of similar to what's going on with cable. The two major cable providers in the United States are Comcast and Time Warner. And now Comcast is buying Time Warner. There is no competition. There's really nothing to be done. They can do whatever they want. It would be real similar if Amazon were to pick up Xbox. They have so many avenues of reaching consumers that nobody would really be able to compete. I mean, they could do humble bundles for your console. Imagine that. You go over to Amazon, you get a humble bundle for your Xbox One, and you're paying pennies on the dollar, but you're getting all these games. I mean, it would just be ridiculous. Sony would have to probably back out of it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, though. I
kind of think that the gamers are going to go where the good games are. So, if Amazon turns the Xbox One into a thing like iPhone gaming or mobile gaming, where it's just this endless flow of Flappy Bird and Angry Birds and Plants vs. Zombies, that kind of stuff. Gamers don't really want that. And if that's what Amazon wants to start providing, gamers are going to stick with Sony because they're already happy with the Sony PlayStation 4. And PC gaming, we got Steam, so there's always that outlet. So it's not like Amazon can just immediately corner the market. They can create a value for gamers, but they have to continue to make good games or get good games on that console. It's not just about selling the Xbox One for $200 or $300. They have to present a value proposition for gamers. Come here because we have all these games that you want to play. It doesn't matter if they're selling them for $2 a piece. If they suck, nobody's going to want to play them.
See, the problem is, though, I think that every developer, like a lot of developers, want the gaming industry to go to digital. We all know that. Eventually it's going to be digital. That's what they want. And I think out of all the companies that could do it, it's Amazon. Amazon can make that jump real quick to make everyone want to do digital copies because they have it where you'll directly download. They already have the good servers. They have everything. And if you want the digital copy, they'll give you one of the best prices. They compete with Steam all the time with prices. There's different things that they do there that you could just do a digital download. And they're the ones that could control that. And that's why I don't see too many developers saying no to Amazon because now you're looking at full profit because they know that Amazon will control them. You get full profit because they won't sell it to the stores. Amazon will sell it on there. Everything will go directly to the developers. Yeah. So that's why I don't see developers saying no, I'm not going to go for Amazon. They're going to go wherever the more money is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And if Sony can't provide for them, they will jump to Amazon. But that's all, that might never happen. I'm sorry to put fear in people's head and stuff like that, but I don't know. I saw Beastly Gamers say it, and and it scared me. It scared me.
Don't be afraid. The god Kratos is watching over us all. So, Connie, what have you been playing these last couple of days?
Not very much, really. I've been redoing Catherine. I'm trying to get all the achievements on that. And I've been playing Bioshock, because it was free on the PlayStation Plus. I've never played it before, Infinite. So no spoilers, because I don't know what happened.
Okay, we're not going to spoil it, but that's something that I think we should talk about.
The dog
PlayStation
dies at the
Plus.
end.
What's the dog's name? Riley? Yeah, PlayStation Plus, guys. I made a video on this too. PlayStation Plus offerings for March, and Xbox One's offerings for March. I'm pretty sure most of you guys saw it. I saw a lot of you guys commenting on the video. What are your thoughts on Xbox One, the way they're continuing to offer very old games versus games that are relatively, much newer? BioShock Infinite is only, a year and a half old. And County's playing it now. She didn't have a chance to play it. It's a great value. It was nominated for Game of the Year last year. What are you guys thinking about this kind of stuff, man? I mean, we got Tomb Raider. Of course, this has been in the news quite a bit. BriarRabbit just completed his Let's Play of Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. But for people who haven't played it, it's free on PlayStation Plus starting March 5th. So, Connie, if you haven't played Tomb Raider,
I
you'll be
have
able to
Tomb
play
Raider,
that.
but yeah.
You do? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
What other game? Is it just Tomb Raider?
No, there's I think 5 or 6 games. God, and now I'm completely a blank. But no, there's more games for the PlayStation 3.
I'll look out
So,
for that.
Yeah, definitely. March 5th they're coming out. But for Xbox 360 fans, you guys get to play Civilization Revolution. Came out
Game,
in...
in all fairness, is awesome. Although old.
Yeah, let me see. It's what, 6 years old? All right. So it came out in 2008.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's like a fine wine, right? Okay.
It's
The
retro.
older the better. Yeah. Retro. They're right next to Mario. Thanks, Microsoft. Oh my goodness.
I don't know why Microsoft hasn't caught on to this. I mean, it definitely garners a lot of goodwill that PlayStation is so willing to give away such new games and such good games. Last week I was talking about how I was playing Shadow of the Colossus, and I've continued to play Shadow of the Colossus just because it's such a cool game, and the fact that I could get on my PS Vita and download Street Fighter Cross Tekken, or I can get on my PlayStation 3 and download Borderlands 2 or Tomb Raider. That is a significant value, and it just makes me say, oh, wow, thanks, Sony. I know that Sony is a huge corporation. It doesn't give a crap about what I think or how I feel, but they do want me to stay in the PlayStation, branding ecosystem, and this is a good way for them to do it.
When you think about it, though, when you think of the titles that Sony releases for games for free, most of them are about 40 quid now if you go to a game. Imagine how much that, what did you say it was called? The one that's on Xbox 360. You could probably go to... Yeah, you could probably go to the local game store and get it for $5.
Yeah.
Whereas something like BioShock or Metro Last Night, I think that's also on there, it'd be about 60 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of money I've saved from PlayStation Plus, the amount of games I've got, for my 2-year membership, is just insane.
Yeah. And the console itself is cheaper, and they're giving away free games for it.
See, the way I look at it is this, though. I'll look at Microsoft's side, point of view, right? Now, Microsoft, the way I look at it is Microsoft doesn't have to give you the free games like Sony does, because here's the thing. For this 360 and the Xbox One, Microsoft, you can't do anything. Can't use the apps, can't do anything without the gold. So they already know people have to get the gold once they get the console. So there's no reason to make you keep that purchase. Now, as opposed to PlayStation Plus, even for a PlayStation 4, you get free-to-play games. You could use the apps without getting PlayStation Plus. So now they're trying to influence you to keep that service by giving you the free games. As opposed to Microsoft, they don't have to influence you because they know that you have to get it. You're locked in. You have to get it. Otherwise, you can't use any of the features on it. So I think that's the difference of why Microsoft's doing it. I don't think it's right. I think that they should be given at least a game within the last, 10 years. I mean, it'll be nice. I love Civilization, but I loved it when I forgot what age I was. Man, that was years ago.
I love that nice fresh Beatles soundtrack it has, though.
Do you think Sony feels they have to do that because they have no party chat? Their system isn't as quality, especially on the PS3. You have none of that. So PlayStation Plus has to give you all this stuff, give you a reason to buy it.
I don't think Sony would have to give you as much as they do. I think it's a sign of goodwill on the
they are definitely being generous with it.
They give you so much shit. It's not like they give you 2 games like Microsoft or 3 games. They give you 5, 6, sometimes 7 games a month. I mean, it's just it's a very, very incredible value. And none of these games are like over 18 months old. They're usually top sellers or games that have been known to do very well. And I mean, I'm just very pleased with it. I didn't have PlayStation Plus until I got my PS4. I just didn't see the value of it because I didn't have it. It's like you can't miss what you never had. But now it's like I tell my buddies, do you have PlayStation Plus? I'm like, no, it's to go back now. Because there's so much stuff and you get to keep it retroactively. It's just a huge value. It's incredible. I mean, poor Microsoft. But the good thing is, if they continue to go about it the way they're going about it now, it will definitely enact change on Microsoft because a lot of Microsoft customers and fans are speaking out on the behalf of the consumer and asking Microsoft, why do I deserve this? Why I'm doing nothing but supporting you. Why do I deserve to be treated like a vagabond and not given anything worthwhile for my time? You're giving me old games that haven't done well, games that are so old nobody wants to play them. But Sony, right across the street, is giving all their PlayStation Plus owners new games that just came out, and more than 2 on top of that. So if they continue, I think sooner or later Microsoft will hear the cries of the masses and more than likely change. I think it's good for everybody, honestly. I just honestly believe that Microsoft is going to have to wait a little bit longer.
In the 360 era, Microsoft gave value in the fact that it was the absolute best multiplayer platform. And it cost what, $12, $15 a month to play on it, but it was amazing. It had awesome party chat. It was like this great social network. All your friends were on it. If you wanted to play multiplayer games, it was absolutely the platform to play on it. And yeah, you had to pay for it, but in my opinion, it was absolutely worth it because it just worked great all the time. The Xbox One, it doesn't work as good, and now I think that it's a struggle because you're comparing it to the PlayStation Network that has gotten a lot better. It's feature parity, I think, with the Xbox Live at this point. And they're giving away all this extra stuff. I think Microsoft just got kind of caught behind the 8 ball in this round of consoles. I don't think they were prepared for this kind of competition.
Did any of you guys get the early access to the update for the Xbox One?
No, I tried to,
a lot of my
but I
buddies
didn't get
got
it.
codes and stuff at work, and they were all talking about it. They said pretty much all it did was make the party system how it should work, which is good.
That is good. I'm hoping for digital audio through the optical connection too. Dolby Digital through the optical connection.
Yeah.
Are they going to do that? I heard that that's still not included in this update.
That's not included in this update.
Okay.
The only thing that's with this update is the party chat being set to default, so you don't have to turn it on every time you get into one. And then they're also adding the whole Twitch thing to it as well.
Oh yeah, that Twitch thing is cool too because there's a lot of really cool features in there. You can move the like if you have a picture-in-picture of your face, you can move it around the screen to anywhere you want it.
Which I said I wanted for PlayStation.
That's your complaint from last week.
That's my complaint.
Anybody on the Xbox One can also see that you're broadcasting if they're a friend of yours on the Xbox One.
Yeah,
and just watch you right through there and join you from within the Twitch app. So say you're broadcasting Call of Duty on Twitch and they see that because they're your friend, they can even join right into your game session through that Twitch app, which I think is a pretty cool feature.
They're talking about when Dying Light comes out for the PS4 in April, I think it comes out. It's going to allow you to interact with the actual game through the Twitch app. So if you're streaming it, the people can go on Twitch and pretty much set where you're going to get scared from. It's kind of like Outlast. It's like a scary game like that.
Fuck that.
I agree. I will play it.
Dead Nation, 9 to 5 Dead Nation is coming out on March 5th. Does the same thing. It allows the viewers on Twitch to watch your gameplay, and if they feel like they want to make things harder for you, at certain points throughout the game, they're going to be able to do that, or they can make it easier for you. I think that's a really nice feature they're adding through Twitch, and I'm real happy to see Microsoft getting that Twitch functionality. It does one-up the PlayStation's Twitch, but it's probably just an update or 2 away.
Yeah.
Which enforces in the update, which I like. That's what I wanted to hear. Yep. It's going to force Sony to update now.
Yeah,
compete now.
The friend system on the PlayStation 4 needs an update as well. Also, there's no way currently to broadcast chat through HDMI and optical on the PlayStation 4 right now, which is kind of a pain in the neck if you're not using Twitch's built-in app to live stream. Because it's nice to be able to, like, if you're playing with your friends, it's nice to be able to have the chat heard by your Twitch stream as well as through your headphones.
Yeah.
I think Get Punked, we talked about that, didn't we, at one point?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So Get Punked, what have you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, trying to get some clips for a montage when I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah?
Well, I thought you said 800.
I put that like clip up yesterday. I'm trying to get a bunch for when I hit 1,000.
Sweet.
Nice. So you're
that.
playing on the PlayStation 4. You just started playing the Onslaught DLC on there?
Yeah, I got it today.
Yeah, what do you think of the Onslaught DLC?
It's good. There's some of the like fog. I'm not the biggest fan of though.
I like Michael Myers, though. I think that's kind of
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. So you
I
put up
haven't-
a video this week about getting some views taken off by YouTube. And that's something that, when I saw that, I watched it, and it was something that, you know, it's always been in the back of my mind, like this kind of tenuous relationship that we have with YouTube because we're putting gameplay up on our channel. And it's kind of like in this like nebulous zone of like, you know, I'm partnered and my partnership is supposed to protect me somewhat, but at any time I feel like, you know, any one of my videos can get taken down, or, you know, I could get a copyright strike just based on what these companies feel like doing at that at this particular point in time. And you actually had this happen this week. I wanted to ask you about that and kind of hear what happened.
Yeah, I had a bunch of DayZ videos up, and they got taken down for inappropriate content. And I was reading the thing while you guys were talking, and it doesn't say what the inappropriate stuff was. This is inappropriate content, and I can't figure out what it is. I messaged my partnership, and they said they were going to look into it, but they don't know if they can get help me with it or not. So.
Which is baloney on that level too, because the whole reason of signing up for a partnership and doing that profit sharing is to get some kind of support, because YouTube is completely not willing to support us whatsoever. Like, there's no phone number we can call as content creators.
Yeah.
So, like, that, to me, that's like really one of the biggest perks about signing a partnership, is to get some kind of support, to get some kind of access into the inner workings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Partnerships can sometimes go wrong. I just had something happen to me. I'm on the same partnership as BriarRabbit, and I was checking into my AdSense account, and then I realized that for some reason I wasn't getting paid since January.
No, yeah, your partnership gets paid. They disable your AdSense account, and
it goes
the money
through
goes to your partners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
but
pay you.
the thing was, my AdSense had froze. I was actually getting paid before, and then when I went to my the homepage for my partnership, I wasn't able to log in, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" It said this account is disabled, and I was like, "What's going on?" So I called them last week.
Microsoft called. They're like, "Hey, get rid of this guy."
Stop
you,
putting it on our
Microsoft.
console.
And so I got in touch with my partnership, and I got into the forums because it's really hard to reach them as well. And they told me, "Oh, we see what happened. It was a big mistake on our part. We're so sorry. Give us 24 hours." Now everything's back to order. But I asked them, I said, "Will I get paid for all those thousands of views that I generated since January?" And I've yet to hear a response.
So they disappeared. Nope. That sucks.
Well, it is what it is. But I mean, most of my viewers know that at this point, I'm not in it for money. I do this because it's fun for me. It's something I really enjoy. And, you know, maybe in a couple of years I can actually see that drastic change come from revenue. But right now, I'm the beastly gamer because I love it, not because I'm rich, you know?
Yeah. At first, I just wanted it for that old banner, like you could put it around all your stuff before
the thumbnail.
one. Yeah, yeah. No, that's the only reason I even wanted a partnership.
Yeah.
I never got one of those fancy banners.
Yeah, they're going now. Oh, I got a pretty nice one, actually. Real nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, damn it.
Get punked. Thanks, Get Punked.
Okay.
No problem.
Hey, get punked. You're gonna have to send me one of those, brother.
Okay.
I ain't kidding. I want everything I can get in this shit. Hey, Connie, how long have you been YouTubing, Connie?
About a year. I'd say,
Really?
like properly. I mean, I've been going on and off because I didn't really know what to do, so I do like hair shit, but no one would watch that. And then I was like, well, I kind of like playing these video games, and then I saved up a load of money for Ruxio, and then did YouTube stuff. I think the fact of having a fox hound logo on my ankles really helped because people are like, oh, she's legit. You know?
Okay, well, it is what it is. What motivated you to actually do YouTube? Was it just wanting to be in front of the camera? You just a people person, or was it just wanting to share your thoughts with an audience?
Kind of all of them, really. I mean, it's cool just to meet new people, and like, it's really nice when you put a lot of effort into a video, and then even just one person is like, good job, and then you're just like, that's lovely, and it's just the sort of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's fun.
These European accents, they can just put me right to sleep. Keep talking.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I'm saying that because I enjoy him. Yeah, I was only asking you that because the other guys, everybody pretty much knows their stories, and I don't want you to come out here and not be able to share yours and kind of connect with the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like BriarRabbit started because he just found a YouTube logo in his back pocket and said, damn it, let's go. Sometimes that's what happens.
Oh, cool.
So, Codmade, what's going on over there, man? You look stoned as hell, bro.
I don't do drugs. I think it was actually a couple days ago I hooked up with 9 to 5 Gamers, and we tore it up on Battlefield. I uploaded a video, he uploaded a video, and it was a really good time. Starting like a little stupid series. Probably no one will like Resogun Fridays because I really enjoy that game. It just reminds me of the old like arcade games I used to play, but it's more advanced. The graphics are way better. I'm actually just threw out $2,000 to get a whole bunch of new equipment. I'm getting rid of all these monitors I have here. I'm getting a new mic. I'm getting a camera. I haven't slept in like 4 days. I stay up every day till about 4 o'clock in the morning, editing videos, making sure videos get uploaded. Watching your guys' videos, trying to like them, comment, trying to respond to the people that comment on my videos. It's just been hectic. I got a new puppy. It fucking whines all night and shit, and it's just really crazy. Fucking shits all over the place. And
that puppy was totally unexpected, but hey.
Look how fat this fucker is.
Oh. That's awesome, man. You're putting in a lot of work, and it definitely will pay off, man. Keep up the good work. I see that your subscription base has grown a third in like a week, right?
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you.
Okay, we're jamming now. Put it back. Okay. All right, guys. We gotta see what else has been going on in the gaming world.
Yeah, have you guys heard about
BriarRabbit.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is coming to the new gens. So this summer that Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. So I'm really glad that. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to do disc copy or digital copy because I really hate digital. Because if something goes wrong with it, obviously you can't really get a refund for it. But I would really like to see GTA 5 actually come out. It's been rumored. I guess PC gamers are actually getting it this month by Amazon customer service representative. And I'm just really glad that game comes out because, I don't have my PS3 no more. I fucking smashed it in the move, and so I can't play it anymore. And I just really hope it comes to next gen.
Hold on, you smashed your PS3 with the move, or in a move?
in a move.
You should have smashed the move. That's what you should have.
I'm sorry to hear that, man, because you haven't had a chance. You have not had a chance to play that new Left 4 Dead, The Last of Us DLC, man. That shit is awesome. I feel so sorry for people without PS3s now.
I have one. I got rid of the game before the DLC came out, and I want to go buy it just to play it. I was like, no, I can't do that. I cannot do that. They're going to give it to me on Plus, and then I'll buy it someday and play it.
That's true. Eventually it will be on Plus.
Oh, you think they'll put the...
A lot of people don't think it's worth the price it is. It's $15.99 over here. I don't know how much it is, but Beastly Gamer, do you think it's worth how much it is?
Yeah.
You've completed
He's biased. He's biased. Don't ask him.
Come on. I got a Microsoft Windows tattooed on my elbow, but I just can't show it. Look, I think it's definitely worth the $15. I had a great time with it. It gives so much more depth to the story. I'm not going to spoil anything. I know BriarRabbit wants to play it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things that happened in the original game, it gives you so much foundation. I mean, some of the things that happened, some of the items in the original game, they're all explained in this one. It's only 2 hours long, but I loved it, and I played it twice. So I got my $15 out of it. For
Yeah,
sure.
It is a
lot
tough
of
pill to swallow. It's basically what, $10 an hour to play it?
Yeah.
That's more than a movie costs.
That's a lot of reasons why people have watched my Let's Play of it, because they didn't want to buy it.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
not
good
my
point.
problem. So, yeah, don't buy it, just watch mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mine
Don't
too.
forget to hit that like button.
Watch ours.
I just saved you $20.
Sounds like Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, the Phantom Pain is. Ground Zeroes is going to be what, 2 hours long as well, and
They've
that's
heard the price
Crazy,
as
but
well.
there's a lot of side stuff they're claiming.
It's $30 now for both digital and the
Yeah.
actual retail purchase. I don't know. You might as well buy the hard copy now if it's only $30.
I'm gonna-
So
well,
because
actually, it's only 20 on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 for the digital.
yeah,
And as well as the physical for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, the PS4 and the Xbox One is $29.99 now. I think they dropped the price.
yeah, like they made sure that the download and the actual copy is the same price, which is weird. So I don't understand why you wouldn't just buy the normal copy, because then you have the full copy. Like, I mean, some people do like digital, but like I might as well keep the disc in case I want to get to someone else or something, or if I want to keep it. Especially Metal Gear Solid, I'm definitely getting. I'm a little biased on that. That's my favorite series. I mean, I already told you my text message was an alert for Metal Gear Solid, so obviously I'm a little biased on this subject. So
I am as well, actually.
I gotta say, me too. I love Metal Gear. It's one of the best games for me. That stealth action is the shit. The stories can get a little outrageous sometimes.
Yeah.
But man, I love it, man. Metal Gear has always been a shit for me.
I remember when I was a kid and I was just completing Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was a school night, and like the cutscenes for the ending, I was just completing. And my mum was like, "Go to bed." I'm like, "No, there's like 5 hours of this cutscene left. I have to watch all of it." And then I'd just be in like deep shit, but I'd be like, "Well, I don't care, because now I know what happened to Rose."
Do you though? Do you really know what happened?
I know bits. I know the gist.
The thing that I don't get is that Xbox One people are getting Raiden as a playing character, and we're getting that like old school version of Snake. I'd rather have Raiden, to be honest with you.
I mean, I guess it goes by where it came to, because Raiden came to the Xbox, and then you have the classic Snake was originally like for PlayStation.
Yeah,
I mean, even though originally it was
PS2.
Nintendo, but
Or PS1.
yeah, so that's why they're doing it, I guess. But I mean, they're saying that now, but we know what's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to be a DLC later on, a $5 character selection. But for now, that's what's going to happen. But later on, they'll do it. So.
And think about this, 9 to 5. The Raiden they get might be gay Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2 instead of the new Raiden.
I was thinking that he's not the real gangster one from Guns of the Patriot.
Running around naked or some shit. At least we get
I
the
like
old
Raiden in number 2.
Huh?
I like Raiden in number 2. I'm a
You
fangirl.
could say that. If
I
a
know.
guy says that, we're gonna get made fun of.
Raiden was okay in number 2. He just didn't compare it to Snake for me. It was wasn't the same. No, once he became this cybergenic,
Cyborg ninja.
cyber ninja,
I didn't
it's a
like
different
that.
story. You didn't like that?
No, but I the first one I actually played through myself was number 2 because I was too scared to play number 1. Because when it goes, it like scared the shit out of me. So like I played it really gingerly number 2, and then I had already watched my older brothers play the first one, so I kind of knew the gist anyway. And then yeah, so I'm a bit biased with liking Raiden in number 2. I don't know why. I don't like him in Revengeance. The story's a bit flat as well.
I never played it.
Yeah, the original is the best though. I think like the original Metal Gear Solid, and I mean I used to love like when it got so exciting. Then they're like, please insert disc 2. I'm like, damn it! So then I had to go insert disc 2, and then like when you get ready to finish that one, it says please insert disc 3. I'm like, oh my god, that was the first 4-disc game for the PlayStation.
Oh, look at this guy. He still got it. That's awesome.
Did you guys ever play Metal Gear 4?
I didn't even know that's awesome.
In Metal Gear 4, they Otacon rings you, and he's like, "Snake, you've got to put in disc 2." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Oh wait, no, we can't. No, we don't. It's Blu-ray." Isn't PlayStation brilliant?
When you fought
Psycho
Psycho
Mantis
Mantis for the first time, I thought my TV was broken, dude. I'm like over there checking my TV and everything.
But it also read your save files too, like the memory card. So it'll say what's on the memory card. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on?
Now, didn't they only read the Konami games? Because I'm as far as I remember, the game that I had on that memory stick, the only one that he read was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And Psycho Mantis said that shit. I almost pooped my pants. I couldn't believe it. I said, this dude is tripping. I can't believe it. But, yeah, I had a great time with that. Yeah, Sony, the way they implement that on these consoles is great, man. And it was a real game changer. I love the original Metal Gear.
Yeah, that's my favorite game of all time, actually, to be honest with you. The original Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Wow. Of all time. That's a serious accolade. Gee.
Of all time. Number 2 is A Link to the Past. For Zelda Link to the Past. That's it.
I'm playing that right now, actually. On my Wii U, I bought it because it was like $5. I was like, deal.
Did you guys check out A Link to the... What was it?
A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds for the 3DS this year, or last year?
Yep.
I did not heard amazing things about it, though.
It was good, yeah. I checked it out. I bought it for the kids and ended up stealing it, and it was good.
That was the only reason why I bought the 3DS, to be honest with you. I got it just for that game.
Yeah, that's me too.
Brave Default's supposed to be really good. It's made by the Final Fantasy VII dude.
I heard that. I don't have time to get into like RPGs
yeah,
at this point.
It seems very deep.
Yeah,
like
anytime you want me to like just grind out for leveling, I get uninterested very quickly.
Well, some RPGs aren't like that. Some RPGs let you just have a kind of a natural progression, as in Shenmue.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that game so much.
I think Bravely Default is particularly bad for this stuff. It really wants you to
from
grind.
what I played the demo on my boss's 3DS for a little while we were at work, and I was like, man, this shit is hard. You got to stay in the same area until you can even go anywhere.
Also, best boss ever.
Yeah, he's a big gamer, man. He owns every single console: Wii U,
Really?
Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3. He's the shit.
So,
Speaking of... Oh, sorry.
go ahead, Connie.
Well, I was just saying, because of Beastly Gamer showed Shenmue, did you hear that Sega, as the franchise, they've taken it off Sega because they haven't released any new ones? So someone could buy the actual concept of Shenmue and just redo it because they haven't brought any new ones out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be
scoop
sick.
that up.
I'd love it if they did that.
Well, I mean,
Let's play on it.
if they ever sold that to somebody, it'd have to be a reputable developer, man. I mean, you couldn't give that to just anybody. It'd have to be somebody with a background of dominance as far as creating these RPGs. Because that game, you can't just give that to anybody. It's too special. It has a special place in the hearts of too many people, myself included. And if they fucked up Ryu in that game, I'd smash my TV. Period.
Who was
All
the lead?
60
Was that Yu
inches.
Suzuki that made that?
I'm not even sure.
I can't remember. That game was something special. It was completely different for the Dreamcast. It was really a game changer, I thought, and it never really went anywhere. Like, that concept of video game didn't really show up any other place. It was kind of sad. I guess
Which is
Grand
hard
Theft
to
Auto
believe
took some
because-
cues from it.
Because if it came out now, everyone would be all over that game because of the style of gaming. Like, they did stuff way before anybody else even thought of doing it.
Yeah, you talk to a lot of sailors in that game.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but from one of the viewers, they want us the best laptop for rendering videos under $700.
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem rendering videos on mine, and I've got an HP Envy, and I don't know all the specs offhand, but it's a great computer. You can get that for less than $700.
Well, for rendering, like, it's either two things. You have to look at a CPU or GPU. So that's where you start out with. If you're worried about just rendering, then you always look at the CPU first. And because majority of the software, editing softwares, take it from the CPU.
Right, yeah.
So anytime, like, a CPU has, like, the amount of cores it has, the more cores it has, it's quicker. It puts less tension on the editing part. So if you're really focusing on rendering, just look at the CPU. And there's certain like software like Sony Vegas, you can actually tell the computer if you want it to focus on your GPU or CPU. So whichever one has more power, you can actually use that more. So the bottom line is just look at the CPU. The more cores, the better, and that'll be your answer. But just remember, if you have a CPU that's really good and a computer, that means it's probably be lacking other features if you're looking at under $700.
So unfortunately, it's the expensive bits that really make rendering go faster.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I could add more RAM and it'll double the speed of my render time. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So.
Hey, not too nerdy. What state did you say you lived in?
New Jersey.
Well, I'm gonna need you to come over here and do some stuff on my computer. You know too much shit. I
build computers. I build computers all the time. That's the thing. Like, I actually have a video that I was supposed to do already. Like, I actually just got my parts to build a new computer, and I'm gonna show like how to build a gaming PC. I'm doing 2 different PCs to build. I'm doing one that's actually a $500 build, and with the operating system, it's $600. So it's technically a $600 bill. But then I have another one that's actually be like a $3,000 PC build.
Yeah.
So,
well, what you can do, not too nerdy, is just send me the $3,000 and then steal somebody else's
money.
Yeah.
No, they're not just for me. Like, you know. But yeah, I love building computers though. Like, it's what I do like in my spare time to help people. I build computers for them and stuff. So, I mean, of course, I charge them too. But I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, it's not that donation.
Yeah, I've been YouTubing now for about 5 months, man. 5, maybe 6. It's getting there, and I'm kind of new to Vegas. That's what I use to do all my rendering. But I didn't know that you could actually tell Vegas where to pull the power from, the CPU versus the GPU. So we're going to be talking after this Beastly Thoughts episode.
Well, actually, if you guys stay tuned for quick tip number 3 coming out in 2 weeks, you'll find out exactly how to do that.
I can wait. I can wait. So, Connie, I was seeing one of your videos. It was actually a little bit older about you getting a gamer rig PC. Did you ever grab that?
Oh god, don't even talk to me. It's right here, right? I can look at it. I'm watching it dust away. I was expecting it to be up and running about 3 weeks ago, or some stupid, ridiculous amount of time. Actually, more than a month ago, I figured out the other day, because I hadn't got the right RAM for it. It's not compatible with my computer. So my brother's really nice, and he also has a gaming PC. So he's bought some new RAM, and he's going to give me his. So I'm just waiting for his to come through the post now. And looking at mine, just wearing away. Fuck computers, man.
So, guys, have you guys heard about this issue with the PlayStation 4 controller where the thumb pads kind of start falling apart?
Well, mine's already doing that right now.
Hey, man, BriarRabbit, it's happening. It's happening to me right now.
It's happening to
it's
me
the best
as well.
Thing ever.
What's that?
I think Sony did a great job creating thumb pads that fall off just in case you are. I'm just fucking around, man.
Mine's like
Where the hell
mine's
is he
dripping
going
right off
with
the
this?
top of it. It's fucking
So,
crazy.
I was playing Call of Duty the other day, and I actually had just gotten these like gamer grip things, or I don't remember what they're called at this point, like Gripsies, and
Grippets.
What's that?
Grippets.
Yeah, no, gel tabs.
Oh yeah, gel tabs. That's what it was. Damn, I'm feeling
Yeah,
retarded.
anyway. And I was playing with them, putting them on, and while I was putting them on, I'm like, wait a minute, there's like a little crack in here. It's like, this thing is 3 months old, 3.5 months old, right? It came out in November. Like, how many of these are we going to go through over the next 6 years?
Yeah.
The funny thing
Mine
is,
some reinforced ones.
I feel like everyone that plays first-person shooter, only one's having a problem.
Yeah, that could be.
It's only people who play Call of Duty or Battlefield 4. Like, I noticed that every single one of my friends, it's nothing wrong with it. Like, mine is fine. I don't play Call of Duty or Battlefield 4 that much because Battlefield 4 crashes. But anyway, besides that, like,
Yeah.
I am good. Mine's, like, perfect. And that's the reason because I don't play first-person shooters as much anymore. And I think that's, like, the difference between it. Like, I noticed, like, my friends that play Call of Duty all the time, all of their controllers are the same thing. So,
Do you have two? Do you have 2 or do you have 1?
So controllers, I have 2. Both of them are the same
Yeah.
thing.
See, that's how mine is. Like, and I have like 220 some hours on Battlefield, and neither one of my controllers are wore out.
Really?
But both my boss and my buddy at work, both their controllers are clapped out as hell. Like the rubber's completely off of them.
Okay, 9 to 5. I got a question for you. You see my hand?
Yeah.
Can you hold a full-size Whopper?
Can I? Yeah. Is this a joke? Are you joking with me?
All right, now put the hand up to your face, and if it's bigger than your face, you have cancer. Right?
Right?
No, I'm having the same issues though, and I play Call of Duty and Battlefield. I noticed it's probably about 2 weeks ago that little sliver is there, and you know that some people are more hardcore in Call of Duty than others. BriarRabbit, you see, BriarRabbit and we probably play with the thumb of the North Star, when we play Call of Duty, and it's really a bad design choice. They went through hours of testing these analog nubs, and the fact that you can play probably a few hundred hours or a couple hundred and get this little tear, it's just a terrible choice for Sony to make. I hate to say it, but I call it like it is. That's a potential fuck up on Sony's part.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I did put those gel tabs on, and it seems to have stopped the progression of the cracking. But I mean, that's an extra purchase, right? That's an extra. I think I paid $8 or $9 for those. And
what are those?
I had Xbox. I had Xbox controllers that lasted 6 years. I had PS3 controllers that lasted. I literally had the same PS3 controller from launch day till now, and there's been no issue with it. So it's surprising. It's like kind of a weird thing.
The gel tabs work good though. They're not like constrictive in any way.
No, the gel tabs work good on the PlayStation controller. On the Xbox One, they interfered, and they smell fine, not too dirty.
Right?
You said they smell fine.
I was worried about that because you had the little grip things. I'm like, that's probably gonna smell like a weird rubber smell. I'm like, I don't know if I want to smell like that. So.
Now, if you get sick, BriarRabbit, can you swallow those? Are they ibuprofen or Tylenol?
I believe it's Tylenol. You got to really be careful though, because they're pretty big, and I don't think they'd pass that well.
Oh man, I want to thank you, BriarRabbit. Last week you gave me a little bit of input, and you guys know I'm not the geekiest guy in the world. I didn't even know that this big beautiful TV had this game mode on it. I was having major problems playing my Call of Duty, and thanks to BriarRabbit for saying, "Hey, dumbass, put it in game mode and see what happens here." I put it in game mode, and it's been flawless. So thanks a lot for that. That's what I've been playing all week.
Right now, about to spend I think it was about $650 on a gaming monitor right now. It's like 24 inches, so my reaction time's a lot quicker.
What'd you go with?
I think it's Asus.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is it IPS? Do you know what the display is?
No, I didn't really read the specs on it.
And it's 24 inches for. That's an expensive monitor. I bet it's good though.
Yeah, they said it was like 1 millisecond reaction time, so that's pretty good.
If you ever need to overclock it, let me know. I could overclock the speed.
Yeah, how much are you gonna charge me?
No. I mean, I'll show you how to overclock it, and you could actually.
You're like Tim the Toolman Taylor over there.
I was gonna say
because sometimes the frame rate, the refresh rate and stuff like that, you can actually overclock it for displays. That's the good thing about it. There's ways to overclock the refresh rate. And so that's pretty good.
Hopefully, a lot of the pro gamers use it for the LAN parties and stuff. So it's supposed to be a really high quality monitor. So I'm happy with it.
Definitely, that's Asus. It's good.
All right, hey, let me ask you another question, Connie, because you're new. I like to ask you questions. You've been playing some Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
How are you liking that game? I think it's nice. I think it's good to see a lady take the reins and go get them. And that is the PS3 version, correct?
Yeah, been playing Battlefield 4. But yeah, I'm not.
I heard it runs better on
BGG. Sorry.
I hear it runs better on there.
It did, but I think it depends, because when I took it to my mate's house, it just bugged out at hers. Like, I was trying to kill people, and then they kept pissing off, and then vanishing, and then reappearing. But I just kind of tried to get into first-person shooters, because, I know a lot of YouTubers are quite into it, and I've had a few friends, give it a go. But, because I've always been intimidated, because the community, well, the Call of Duty community, at least, are kind of douchey. 13-year-olds telling you to fuck your mom. Shit. I mean, it's good to relieve stress. It's good to relieve stress, but I'm more of a person that's driven by storylines.
I'm driven by those little trolls. It just makes me laugh, makes my day when I'm getting cussed out by a 10-year-old.
Yeah, from the bottom of the leaderboard.
Oh yeah. You fucking
Yeah.
shit. Oh, that's why I'm at the top and you're at the bottom.
That's why I was
Oh,
just
that just
talking
sounded
about.
really wrong. Never mind.
That's why I was just talking about why I don't like that you can't record chat on the PS4.
Yeah,
that stuff
that's
I used to just
stupid.
throw it in the end of videos, like some kid cussing you out saying you're cheating or whatever. I used to like that. But yeah, no, it
there
definitely
is
can be a little
actually-
douchey.
BriarRabbit, there is a way that I recorded chat just by using my Elgato with my PC. Just
Yeah,
doing-
you can do it, but I can't seem to get chat into my headphones and through HDMI at the same time.
So
With
that
the
one-
PS3 you can do it, but with the PS4 I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't going to my headphones. It was coming directly through the HDMI. So.
Weren't they supposed to have an update coming out for that?
I hope so.
Weren't they? I thought they were talking about that like a month or two ago, that they were having an update come out for the Xbox One and PS4 for the recording and shit. But I guess I haven't heard anything else about it.
The PS4 still doesn't have that HDMI or HDCP fix out yet.
Yeah.
Which is
No,
kinda
that's
getting-
that's the update I was talking about.
Yeah.
Still gotta use a splitter.
BriarRabbit, the question I had for you though is yours is just connected through the HDMI and then it goes through your splitter, right? Because
Yeah, it goes through my splitter, and then it goes to my. It goes PS4, splitter, Elgato.
yeah, that's
then
why
to
it can pick up the noise for the in-game chat. But like, if you do it the other way, the HDMI converter, the picture goes through HDMI and it converts to DVI, and then also it goes digital out into the HD converter, and actually digital out will actually pick up the sound of the.
And it mixes it
Chat.
into the HDMI so
Yeah.
the Elgato can pick it up.
Yep.
Not
But
done.
like,
Sold.
no,
Or is it
no,
like-
don't,
Yeah, man.
I think it's a waste now because this whole setup costs like $52, and they said any day now Sony could be like, oh, just kidding, HDCP is like gone.
Yep.
And then you just
And then
wasted
you would just
$52.
spend money. Yep.
I think we found our MacGyver on here. Like,
Hell yeah, he must live next door to Bob the Builder or something.
fuck calling PlayStation. I'm gonna call him for tech support.
Hell yeah, he's on it.
That's how I fix the blinking blue light for people. That's what my one video that I have has about 70,000 views because I showed how to get past the blinking blue light, and
Yeah.
I fixed a lot of people. I was just there I'm not getting paid by anyone, but I was there Skype calling people and fixing it when it just came out the first month. You should see how many I had to help, how many people I had to help.
Damn.
There's a good couple thousand that that got it fixed, and there's a bunch that did not get it fixed, and
I
they
have
had
a
to send
question.
it back.
For you guys, most of you guys are PS4 users. Do you guys have any problems with your PS4s at all, from lagging to overheating?
My
to
eject
anything?
button doesn't work 90% of the time.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I press my eject button, it doesn't work, so I just have to go to the game and hit options and then eject it manually through there.
I get a lot of error codes, just
Oh,
randomly.
that's
My
that's
mistakes
every
on the
PS4.
link stuff.
Yeah, that's software. That'll be a software patch or something.
Yeah.
That'll probably fix the next patch. That's not the hardware itself, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, my PS4, whenever I use it, a message pops up that says, "BC Gamer, welcome and we love you." No, I'm just kidding. I got two statements. One is for COD Made Player. I like those glasses. You look like you can do my taxes. And another question, I got one statement for Not Too Nerdy, okay? Did you go to school, to a technical school to learn what you know about the intricacies of this tech?
Well, I graduated for I have computer science and software engineering. I have 2 masters right now, so I have
So
master
he's a
each one right
certified nerd then. We're just underscore nerds. He's a certified.
Wait,
Hell
sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
because-
Sorry, I said that wrong. A bachelor's of computer science and 1 master's for the software engineering. I didn't get the master's for computer science. Sorry.
I mean,
I just
the way
lied.
you're blurting it, the way he's blurting it out, it sounds like his master's Darth Vader or something. He knows all this shit. Now, I didn't go to any technical school for this, but if I take a picture or a video of a school, do you think I can get 70,000 views?
Dude, that was just luck, I think, because it just turned out that so many people had that problem, and I had the problem too on my PlayStation, and ever since I fixed it, it has not been blinking blue since. So I did that, but unfortunately, my first Xbox One had a bad disk drive, and I had to send it back.
How long did it take to get it back?
I got it back in, I think it took a week and a half to
not
get
bad.
it back.
That's not too bad.
So, and I didn't have to pay extra. I told them no, because they said they wanted to hold the money for a new system. In order to get it back, you had to
Pay for it twice, basically.
pay for it again, and like they're gonna hold it. They're like, oh, we'll give you the money back. I'm like, no. I'm like, I bought this already. Why am I gonna give you even more money just for you to ship me a new one? Because it came broken. Like, and I understand. Like, I wasn't upset because first of all, I had a PlayStation 4 I can still play with while that's gone, and second of all, like, I understand that's what happens when you buy a console right away. So I don't get upset with that stuff. If I see there's any hardware damage, I send it back. If it's software, I'll try to fix it. And I knew that blinking blue light was a message. That's an error message. Same thing that happens for a computer. That means it's software. That's not hardware. Majority of times, there might be something broken that's causing it, but majority of times it's a software error. So there's ways to fix that. So.
I just feel like I'm really retarded. I'm at school right now, just like zoning the fuck out.
I feel like I'm that guy in class, like, stop raising your damn hand.
I know that guy. I hate that guy. You're never gonna get it, man.
Put your hand down.
This is fucking
We just
awesome.
want to get out of here.
No, man, this is great. I like learning new things, and I had no idea that you were this technologically savvy. You know, do you have a laser pen in your lapel?
I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too nerdy.
He's not too nerdy.
I had a question for you guys though. For the light bar on the PlayStation 4, I actually just purchased something on eBay that actually you can get custom made. That's like a little sticker thing, and actually it's gonna say "not too nerdy" on it. It's a little sticker thing you could do, so you can actually customize your own light bar, so it's not just there, and you could do stuff with it. I thought it was pretty cool, so it only cost like $4.
Did you see that on IGN?
Yeah,
that's
I
where I
saw
saw
that. I'm
too.
like, click, buy.
So it's only $4. I could buy like 1.5 of those. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it.
It looks pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like though when I get it though. So
it's
Do a video
a
on that.
clear
I wanna see the
decal.
quality.
No, it's actually solid on the side, so it blocks out the light. So they actually sell the solid black too for the people that don't like the light bar. They sell a solid black. But other than that, you could do whatever design you want. You could do a logo. You could do like an actual name or whatever, and you could do it. And it blocks out like the whole thing. So it just glows in the dark your name or whatever. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I might as well use it for something because the games that use it so far it's not that great. I don't know the purpose of it yet, but we'll see in the future, I guess.
I'll wait till we see if Scuff Gaming changes the shape of that thing for their controller.
Yeah, we'll see.
More than likely.
They just need to make some nice analogs, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So, BriarRabbit, what are you going to be doing 9 days from now, buddy?
What's 9 days? Oh! I'm going to be getting ready for my birthday, and I may think about your birthday.
Oh, shit. well, my birthday is 10 days from now, but my birthday, I think you'll be knee-deep in some Titanfall. Correct?
Titanfall, that's right. Oh, man, I can't wait for that game to come out.
I'm still debating on getting it on PC.
What?
Yeah, I'm
Don't say
it. The beta?
hardcore. I was in the beta. I got to rank 12, and then I turned the game off. I didn't
really.
I
What was the problem? Were you bored?
The AI is just so dumb, and they have the same spawn system as Call of Duty, which that's the reason why I don't really necessarily get into Call of Duty so much. Yep, exactly, exactly.
I had a great time in the beta, and what I'm really hoping from Titanfall, I've said this before, so I'll be brief, is that AI allows people who aren't Call of Duty nerds, like who don't play Call of Duty every day for years on end, can get into Titanfall and have a good time because they'll still have success. They might not be at the top of the leaderboard at the end, but they'll feel like they killed a lot of people and they had a good time.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's getting the casual-based gamer more into a shooter, which is good.
Yeah. The hardcore shooter fan may have more of an issue with it. We'll have to see.
Well, that would be you, BriarRabbit. So you think you might have an issue?
I had a good time in the beta. I did get a little bored toward the end, but there was only 2 maps and like 3 weapons to use.
There wasn't nothing to use.
When you play a competitive first-person shooter, BriarRabbit, you go a year. I'd like to see you try to pull it off for a year, but I'm hearing rumblings that it might not last that long.
Well, we'll see.
I'm going to be getting it on the PC.
Yeah, PC here too.
That's for sure. I want to get it because it's simple. I'll have to buy an Xbox One now. And I'll probably be doing, my little review on that. Is anybody else grabbing it for PC besides?
I think
myself?
I might. I don't know.
You might. What about you? What about you, Connie? Have you heard anything about Titanfall? What are your thoughts on it?
It's not really my sort of game, and I haven't had a chance to play it because I don't own an Xbox One, or technically I don't even own a PC. So I can't really say much about it.
You do, but it's dusty.
Yeah.
Playing the waiting game.
I've never had a PC that wasn't dusty. So speaking of reviews, Beasley, you just said that once you get your hands on it, you'll be sure to put up a review. We've talked about this briefly before, and playing Thief and reading the reviews for Thief kind of put it in my mind again. But the more the games press seems to get closer and closer to the industry, it seems like they cannot honestly review a game anymore. I was thinking about this a lot when Battlefield came out, and it had these huge high scores, and then we got the game, and it was completely freaking broken. And like, who reviewed this game? How could you give it a 9 out of 10? The game is completely broken. But now I'm playing Thief, and I'm having a great time with it, and it's getting miserable scores. If you look at Metacritic, there's tons of people giving it like 4s, 5s out of 10. And I'm wondering to myself, like, is there any real game journalism? Is there anybody out there who's really reviewing games, or has the game press gotten so close to the developers that they're just regurgitating press releases at this point, and they're just not to be trusted? What do you guys all think about that?
There was that. Ooh.
Go. You're new. Go.
Okay, there was that whole thing about like EA paying off people to leave good reviews. So it could be that the people of Thief are just not paying people to put good reviews in, or just can't afford to put people.
So they just don't have the money to get the good reviews.
Mhm.
I think it's based on your perception of the game and what you think, because everyone's going to look at any game you play differently. Like, for instance, I think Ni no Kuni was better than Final Fantasy VII, but a lot of people don't think that. It's all based on your perception.
You die now.
Did you play Ni no Kuni?
Yeah, I have it.
That game is amazing, man. That game destroys Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, it sure does. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, to each his own, I guess. Final Fantasy is a great RPG. It's an old RPG, so a lot of the mechanics that come out now have built up on this system. So it's like comparing Pong to Virtua Tennis or something. It's a different time, it's a different engine, and a lot of the things that have been implemented into a newer game was built on the foundation of the older one. I still have deep nostalgia for Final Fantasy VII. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I think Studio Ghibli, I think Ni no Kuni is one of the better RPGs that have come out in a very long time. But personally, I just can't go that far and say that.
Yeah. I'll respect your opinion on that.
All right, brother.
Yeah, BriarRabbit. The point that you made before, I think you're right about that, but there's more to it. I think, like, when they review a game, people get it for a month in advance. They get 3 weeks, a month in advance. They have plenty of time to play that game. My point is, what game are they reviewing? Because how many games do you get that have patches to it before?
Yeah.
How many games are updated? So when they give a review score, are they really reviewing the same game you're playing? The answer is no. Because when a development team has a chance to make a game, they have deadlines. They have times that they have to release certain patches and certain things. Their last patches come in the final month within the game. And that's why some games, they announce that they're gold. When they say they're gold, they're ready to go. They're ready to purchase. Mm-hmm. And the reviewers don't get that when it's gold. They usually get it before it's gold. So my point is, like, how could they give a true review of a game for someone that's purchasing the game when they don't have the actual retail game like everyone else does? That's the thing I don't understand. So when you get a low score and it has to do with mechanics or something's a little glitchy, well, when do you think they're going to fix that? That's the point of the patches. That's what they do. They try to patch it up last minute because they have a certain deadline to fulfill. And I think that's the problem with the whole review industry, that they do it too soon, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I can see it from the press's perspective as well, because they have to get that review up, or they want to get that review up day one, so that somebody going to the store thinking, I'm going to get that brand new game that comes out today, but first, I'll check out this website to see if it's going to be any good or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that review really means much anymore. I mean, sometimes, like Knack, for instance, that game ended up being pretty polarizing. A lot of people really ended up enjoying that game once they got it home. But if you looked at the gaming press, it got critically killed. Like, I mean, it was everybody said it was bad. And then later, you know, you're talking to people and said, you know, I liked that game. It was kind of fun. The graphics were good. It was quirky. Sure, it might not have been the deepest game ever, but for a launch day game, it wasn't that bad. And I think there's more and more, there's this gap between people who play games and like kind of consumers and this gaming press that has got this release cycle. They've got their own release cycle. Like, they don't get that game, that day one patch, right? They review the game before that patch comes out. And they definitely don't get that month 2 patch that Battlefield needed, or month 5 patch that Battlefield needs.
Still getting patched.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know. Like, at this point, I'm almost over reviews. Like, if I look at the Thief review, I'm like, first of all, the scores are all over the place. You get anywhere from a 4 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. So who am I to believe there? And sure, I could look for like authors that have said stuff that I like in the past, but like you said, they're reviewing a game that I'm never going to play. It's a game that, you know, was released to reviewers a month ago, but is never going to get released to the public.
I
I
think
feel the same about Castlevania. I was going to pick up Castlevania, but the reviews are getting so panned on that game as well. I wanted to play it.
my brother loves that game.
The new
He
one?
just bought Castlevania 2, yeah. He tried to get the coffin, but it didn't come out or something. So he just got the normal one. But yeah, he really recommends that. It's his favourite game at the moment.
There you go.
Cool.
But I think one thing that you probably should, like, just watch, like, the trailers sometimes, or even just a bit of gameplay. I know, like, something like Left 4 Dead, that's a bad example of, like, a good trailer and a bad game. But, like, that way you make your own assumption on it, and then if you don't like it, you're like, oh, well, that's my fault, really. And watching a few gameplays of it is different to watching or reading someone's opinion.
That's true. That's true, but they lie to you in the trailers, too, with Alien Colonial Marine last
that's
year.
exactly came
Oh
up
my god, don't even bring up
Thinking the
that
same
game.
thing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They
man,
tricked me so bad.
They're doing it again now.
They tricked me so bad.
They turned what is it? And what is the game? Insomnia? No. What's the PC game that's kind of like Slender? Is it Insomnia or something? Den for Pigs? I'm trying to remember the name of it. They're taking this PC-centric
Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew it was one of them. Insomnia, Amnesia, but they're doing something really similar to the Amnesia style with a new Alien game where you don't have any weapons or any type of offense, and it's kind of like a scary Amnesia type game. So we'll see what Sega's doing with there. But the way I feel about reviews is, these companies that do reviews heavily, they do get early versions of games, and they may take that into consideration during that review, that these issues might be patched before the final release, and then give it a good review on good faith that these developers are going to patch it before release. If that's the case, I think it's really bad for business. But I'm seeing a lot of this shit coming out in the press where games are getting bad reviews or good reviews, and turning out to be completely the opposite once it hits the mainstream. And that's why when I get a review or I see a review, I like to wait at least until someone who's not IGN or GameSpot does a review. I'll wait for BriarRabbit to do a review. I'll wait for one of you guys to review a game so I can get the everyman's opinion on it, and then I'll get a better field of reference before I give the game a shot.
Sure. Look at some of the most popular games that have kind of hit YouTube in the last few years, like DayZ. How are you going to review that game? You know, League of Legends. How are you going to review that game? When that game, it came out, it got out of beta, like a year after it had like 1 million people playing it?
Yeah.
You know, how do you review this stuff at this point? It's such a different world than when we used to open up EGM and read reviews for Street Fighter Turbo.
Yeah.
You know?
Or check fatalities in Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, reading cheat codes out of the back of the magazine.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm old.
Times have changed, guys.
Memories.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We're a bunch of old guys, and we got a bunch of young people here with us. One day you guys will be as old as us, so just enjoy the moments.
I look young. I'm pretty old too, though. I'm not. I'm pretty old.
Go do some cartwheels while you can, guys.
He's got good genes.
What do you guys think about Santa Monica Studios or whatever, laying off a bunch of people?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that, Beasley? Huh?
Well, I made a video on it, and who knows, man? More than likely, they're going to start focusing on more narrative-driven video games. They laid off.
Do you think that has a story behind it with Order being delayed, and then they're going to push whatever project they had way back? So instead of claiming that they have a new IP, they're just pushing it back even further.
It could, but that would be major,
Because I don't see the Order coming out when they're claiming it's supposed to come out.
Well, the way it's looking now, I couldn't imagine it coming out in 2014. It's so buggy and jumpy, and that's across the board. They've released gameplay footage of it. Graphically, the game is stunning, but it's running very.
That's why I'm very worried about Second Son because of that too. Because yes, Second Son looks good, but you see the same 5 minutes of gameplay everything you watch. They don't show you anything else. I'm very worried about that game.
Well,
I love Infamous.
I've actually seen footage of Infamous beyond the trailers that have been released, and it was actually gameplay footage, and it looked phenomenal. It didn't move buggy at all. It's smooth frame rate. Hopefully, what else can Sony do at this point? They got to do something to best the competition in March. They've already got a Titan coming out on March 11th, so they're going to have to do something. That's really the only thing they have to fall back on, And it would either be this game, or if they were developing like God of War or something huge from Sony to come up against the competition in Titanfall. And more than likely, hopefully, it's a really good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Have you guys heard anything about Watch Dogs? Because I just think it's funny that was like one of the main launch titles. They had it imprinted on the box, just like Infamous Second Son. We didn't have a launch title. Xbox One, they had Dead Rising 3. I haven't heard anything about Watch Dogs since they talked about it being a launch title or an exclusive.
We had Killzone, but let's not talk about that game.
Yeah, well, Killzone, yeah, fuck that game. But I've only seen one gameplay trailer for it, and I haven't heard any other news about it. I haven't heard any release dates. Actually, the last I heard, it was being pushed back, and that's all they said about it. And that really confuses me because they've been sponsoring it on the boxes, oh, look at this badass game we're giving you, and they haven't mentioned anything about it. So I don't know if they're having major issues with it, or if they heard that GTA is coming to next gen, and they don't want an open sandbox versus another open sandbox. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that would be a major issue at this point because Grand Theft Auto has already made the major crater that it's going to make. It won't sell the same way.
You got people that might not still have their PS3 or their Xbox 360, and they might want to play it. Or there's still people out there that got the new console and don't have the old one, and they want to play GTA 5. So I think their sales will go up again.
But you're gonna buy GTA 5 over Watch Dogs, a game you've never played before? No way.
You know what I'm saying?
No way. I'll buy Watch Dogs way before I buy that game.
Yeah,
I can't even comment on this part.
I'm just saying, I just don't see two sandbox games coming out at the same time.
Well, personally,
I think Watch Dogs wants to be in the complete clear when they release the title. It's going to be the major one, and there's nothing to be able to compete with it. And what I'm saying, I'm just kind of discombobulated on it that they haven't gave us any news on it since 3 months ago, or even longer than that.
It has been a while. I didn't even realize that until you said it, but yeah, it has been a long time.
Yeah.
The only thing I heard is that Nintendo owners in Japan are jumping out of second-story windows because of the delay.
I bet.
It's not coming out. It's not delayed. Mark my words, that game will not come out on that system.
Oh, man, that would suck.
That would make the Wii U.
Pee-poo.
Okay.
I'm assuming that for Watch Dogs, they're reworking the whole thing, like the game, not from scratch, but they're gonna add features that they should have had from the start, and they realized that they didn't have it, competing against another game, and I think that's what they're gonna
What
do.
game?
Like,
I don't understand.
the game. This game.
I just don't get why it's basically a launch title and we haven't heard jack about it. Like Infinite Second Son, we've heard everything about it since we knew it was going to be for the PlayStation 4, and we've seen one gameplay trailer and nothing after that. I know that they basically don't want to say they're having issues, but they could be like, oh, we're overlooking it, or they could give us an exact date of when they're going to give it to us, or around the time that they're going to give it to us. They're not telling us anything about the game. They're just completely went in the dark with it.
I honestly think they're going to add more functionality to the game, though. I don't think they're missing anything. I think they're adding functionality because, like, when they announced The Division, that game, people went crazy for the things that they're using in that game.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that they're going to try to use some of that same functionality into Watch Dogs, and that's what they're reworking everything from the ground up. And not completely, but, like, pretty much they're trying to add features that they didn't have. I don't think it's so much of them, like, not having a complete game. I just think that they realized that in order to compete with some of the games that came out already, they're going to have to do something to the game now. They couldn't release at that time, that's all.
Yeah.
I'd rather see them delay that for another 2 years and release something awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was going to say the same thing, BriarRabbit. That's what I was actually waiting in line to say, but you got to the line. If they're going to delay this game, I don't mind it. There's plenty of games for us to play in the meantime. If they delay it for another year, 2 years, time flies, guys, especially when you're playing PlayStation 4. Having fun. I'm sorry. But if they release it 2 years from now or a year and a half from now, I'm not really going to complain because ultimately it'll be a much better experience. And they're looking at games that have come out, then they're looking at games that are coming. They see a lot of this new tech and a lot of these new functionalities being used in these games, and they want to be able to compete with some of them. So I agree with you totally, not too nerdy, and you are absolutely too nerdy. But I love you anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking about dropping the not too part and just going with nerdy, but I'm like, nah.
Nerdy entertainment. That can go a lot of different ways.
Oh, man.
I think it just got weird in here.
Yeah, it definitely did.
We're from serious to weird really quick.
Oh, man.
So I had a question for everybody. It's a little less gaming related, but imagine if every job on the planet paid exactly the same amount. Let's say $50,000 a year.
Mm.
And it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you're a race car driver or the president of the United States or a garbage man or a golf course owner. You got paid $50,000 a year.
Mm.
Starting with COD mid player, what job would you do and why?
Oh, God. This is like...
Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, this is... why do I have to go first? Maybe the garbage man?
Garbage man.
Yeah.
Why is that? Low stress?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be
Curious
president
about people's
because
things?
presidents are full of shit, and wouldn't want to have all that bullshit on my back. Golf course owner, golf is boring as fuck, so... taking out garbage and picking up people's garbage doesn't seem too bad of a job if you actually think about it compared to all the other bull crap.
You don't have to pick one of the examples I had. You could have any job. You could be a female
Really?
scuba diving
Garbage
instructor.
Oh.
Slow clap.
Hey, that's called a golf clap. And
Yeah,
people
I
like
was
golf.
just about to say.
Oh, man.
How about you, Connie? What would you go with? $50,000 a year. It could be any job on the planet.
Wait, do we have to change that to euros? Or
I don't know how to do
the
that.
exchange rate? Or quibs?
I think it's quid. It's quid. Like
Quids,
that.
yeah, I was going to say quid.
Something easy. Like, I don't know. Come back to me. I'll think.
All right. Get punked. What would you go with?
I mean, I would like to just do what I'm doing now. Just get paid to get $50,000 to play my PlayStation 4 and upload videos. That's really
Shit, why don't I
what
think
I
of
like to do.
That is a good answer.
Fuck, I picked
Shit,
the
man.
garbage man over that.
You'd think that we all would have gotten to that one pretty quickly, but How about you, 9to5 Gamer? What would you go with?
I would be like an EMT or something to do with that because I feel no matter what you do, it's going to become work, whether it's gaming or not. And then I don't want to be like stressed to game. Like I love gaming, but it's also a hobby at the same time.
Yeah.
If your hobby becomes your work, you're going to be burnt out on it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good point. That's a real good point. If you
It'll
start
ruin
mixing pleasure with business, eventually your pleasure becomes
Yeah.
business. And
Oh, yeah.
And I would be an EMT because people rock. That's why.
How about you, not too nerdy?
It's not really EMT, but I guess I am like saving Nintendo. I would like to be CEO for Nintendo.
I like that answer.
Like I'm up for a good challenge. You know, like I feel like that they need help. I want Nintendo to go back to where they were back in the day. 'Cause everyone pretty much started out with Nintendo. You know, when you're a kid or whatever, everyone knows Nintendo, and I feel like they should go back to the level that they were. So I mean, I would love to be CEO like Nintendo. To be honest with you.
I like that idea.
Plus, they don't retire after years. You know, they could be there forever.
That's a good point. Those guys, they don't quit. Beasley?
Well, I've given this many seconds of thought, and I think I'd be a housewife.
Yeah?
No. All joking aside, I'd do something crazy like be a secret shopper or something, just to get out and screw with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or work in a haunted house during the Halloween season. I don't know. I mean, a game tester. It's just so much shit. I mean, if you're all getting paid the same amount of money, it doesn't really matter anyway. Something I'd like to do. I'd probably go and I wouldn't deliver pizzas. I'd be a secret shopper just to scare people working.
Yeah. Actually, I was a pizza delivery boy for a long time, and it was probably my favorite job of all time.
Did you get any of those fabled naked door answers?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, my old buddy back in Ohio, two of them actually, they were pizza delivery boys years ago, and they told me about some of these fantastic stories of opening doors and getting more than a tip. It was great.
Dear Penthouse, I never thought this would happen to me.
Yeah, and it was extra beef. Okay, now we got to go back to Connie.
Oh God. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to be a tattoo artist someday, so just pick
That's
that.
cool.
That'd be a good one.
I'd pick that.
I tattoo myself. Yeah, that's pretty fun. I mean, I got a full sleeve. Some of it's my work. So yeah. Damn, all these good ideas, and I pick a fucking garbage man. Shit. God.
Now, BriarRabbit.
That's why I get for being put on the spot.
BriarRabbit. Did you go BriarRabbit?
No, definitely female scuba instructor would have some pull there. President of the United States, you know, that would be good. Race car driver, that'd be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd really like putting my life on the line on a daily basis. But I think ultimately, I really like doing the YouTube, and I think that if somebody were to pay me to do it, I could spend a lot more time and get a lot better at it. And I like the creative aspect of it. I know that we get a lot of knocks for, you know, using gameplay, but there's quite a bit of creativity that goes into it, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. So I'm gonna agree with Get Punked, I think.
Now,
yeah, actually, I was at the
honestly,
yeah, go ahead.
I'd probably still do YouTube, but you just made me think of something. You said risking your life, maybe not. I would risk my life. I for $50,000 a year, I'd become the head of the KKK.
Oh, God. Whoa.
Change the whole face of the organization.
Whoa.
Wait, here's a better question though. Who do you think has a chance of being more successful, you or me being CEO of Nintendo, changing that company? Which one has a better chance?
Beasley, hands down.
I think I got a better chance of being a garbage man than that.
Can you guys hear it? I can't believe this son of a bitch got us selling these bean pies.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I like that. That's good.
I thought it was crazy though. Like I went to the mall yesterday. Here in Florida, we got this place called Wiregrass Mall. It's like, I think it's like 3 acres of land, and it's all an open mall. And I'm just sitting out there, and this guy walks up to me, and he's like, "I know you," and I'd never seen this guy before in my life. And he's like, "I've seen you on YouTube before." He's like, "You're pretty good for a beginner," and I started talking to him, and he told me his name. I can't remember it for the death of me, but he used to be an MLG player for Halo back in the day. And I just thought it was really cool that someone actually noticed me on the street, especially being small, you know. And he had experience in YouTube and stuff, and he just gave it all up. He said it was like too much stress for him.
No kidding.
Yep.
Some people aren't built for this, man. I mean, honestly. some people can't handle the stress. I mean, there's going to be stress anywhere you go, but it's compounded sometimes, and some people just rather go back to that Pleasantville life. I like the drama.
This hobby, this is like a really expensive hobby. I mean, it's something fun to do, and it is really expensive. Like I just said, I just spent about $2,000 in 2 days on trying to get new equipment and everything to make my quality better. I literally stay up and I go in the mirror and I just try to practice my vocals so I'm not going after every freaking word. And I'm just trying to practice my commentating, make content better, give people what they want, try to make something interesting for them. And yeah, it turns into a job almost, other than being a hobby if you're really dedicated to it, if you actually think about it. If it was just a hobby, I'd hop on here and just really not give a fuck and just record something, throw it on YouTube, not actually waste so much time and effort putting into it if it was just a regular hobby. You know, it's almost literally like a job, even though I'm not getting paid for it. I'm really not caring about the money, but, you know, all this effort that has to be put into it, it's damn near close to being a job.
Hobbies are always like that, though. Like, if you look at guys whose hobby is woodworking, they're always trying to improve at it. They're always trying to get, like, those intricate routers and the best table saw. And, you know, their whole garage is filled with this stuff. Or the guys whose hobby is golf, you know, they're constantly buying, like, the newest golf clubs and getting lessons, trying to get their handicap down to as low as they can.
I feel bad for golfers. I don't even know how they can get into that.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question, Cod. Are you partnered with an affiliate right now, Codmade?
I would like to get partnered, but I don't want to get sucked into the YouTube trap. You know, I don't want to get partnered with somebody shitty, you know, that's gonna use my content, and you know, if I'm supposed to get paid for something that they're making money off me for, I don't want to be ripped off. I'm not really interested in money, but I would like to be partnered. It'd probably help me out a little bit. I'd probably be able to interact with more people, give me advice and stuff, but I don't know who to get partnered with. So I've been looking at YT Gamers, and they seem like an okay organization, but I don't know. I mean, if you guys know anybody that would, you know, at least look at an application for me, I'd be really dire happy to know that.
Well, you can join up with BriarRabbit and myself. We're with a pretty decent partner, as long as they recognize that you're partnered. But one thing I want you to know, Cotton Maiden, this is a universal truth, and this is for everybody. I'm sure most of you guys know this. You get out of life what you put into it.
Yep.
And that's across the board. I mean, anything starts off as a hobby, and if it becomes a job, you're going to get paid off like it's a job.
Yeah.
You know, when I first made my first few videos, I just wanted to show my face and talk shit.
Yeah,
and,
same here.
ultimately, I wanted to do better, and I wanted to create better content, and I wanted to be proud of my creations. And it becomes a job. I bought all this stuff, or my wife bought most of it, for the betterment of myself and my channel. And the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. It won't be immediate, but just know it's coming, you know?
Yeah.
Comedy player. I actually have for this week, I did like another vlog, and it's actually going to be put up like at 9 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
I actually talked about something that's related to this. Someone asked me, like, why do I still make YouTube videos? Like, they might have said it as an insult. Like, it really doesn't matter because it's a good question, and like, I pretty much answer why I still make it. And like, it pretty much brings up all the questions, like, you know, I'm probably not going to be the biggest YouTuber. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. So why do I do it? And I answer that in the video. But like, pretty much like, I enjoy it, you know. That's the whole purpose of it. Like, you have to enjoy it. You can't worry about little things like subscribers or money or anything like that. Like, you know, like, it's not about that. It's about if you enjoy it, then no matter if you do get big or you stay the same way you are, you're always going to enjoy doing it. And that you should appreciate, like, the way you started. Like, right now, you just said you're getting better equipment, right? Yeah. So the videos you make now, you should look at those and enjoy them, because you know that when you get to better equipment, you just moved up a whole new level. And now you'll realize that your videos from where you started, you gradually see them get better. And you see years from now, if YouTube servers are still up, you actually get a chance to like go back and see like, oh man, I remember the way I felt about this subject or the way I talked and stuff like that. And you can actually see like a video documentary of yourself. And I think that's what YouTube's really about, you know.
For just that reason, I keep every video on a hard drive. I upload them to YouTube, but I don't delete them. I just put them on a external hard drive, and when those hard drives fill up, I just throw them in the closet and grab another one, because those things are so cheap at this point.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, if YouTube ever goes under or, you know, they stop they put a time limit on how long videos are available for. I want to see that first video that I put up about Modern Warfare 3, and when I was using the mic that came with my laptop, and I was going the whole time. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see, and it's this progression, and it's been fun so far.
Oh yeah, that's what I love about YouTube. I mean, I can express myself the way I want to be. Never really fit in anything. I used to play sports a little bit because I was forced to. I was always a gamer guy. Always loved it. Like I ran into BriarRabbit and Beastly Gamer, seeing what they were doing, seeing Beastly Gamer on Twitch off the PlayStation Live, and I was just like, damn, this is cool. I only had like 2 or 3 videos up at the time when I asked Beastly if he could check me out. He's like, sure. Him and his wife both, gave me a little bit of support, and I was like, heck yeah. I got 3 subscribers right now. I'm feeling good, and I was just like, I'm gonna keep making more videos, and like, I don't care about subscribers, but yeah, me having 32 subscribers right now, that means that's actually 32 people that care that I'm doing something and they like what I'm doing, or just gave me a second out of their time just to click that button. That's the biggest thing to me. Not big, but 32 people, that's still a lot.
The best advice I could give is to like appreciate the subscribers you do have and not worry about the subscribers you don't have.
Yeah.
Like that's like what it comes down to. Like if you have subscribers, interact with them, enjoy them, because like look at what we're doing now. Like that's why I couldn't wait to get back here. Like last week I couldn't make it a show, but like this week I was so excited. I was looking forward to Sunday night on the show because you get a chance to talk to people, and hear their opinions, because not everyone has the same opinion as you. And for everyone to see a video of like everyone sharing different opinions or maybe the same opinion, it's really fun. I mean, we have someone from the UK over here, and she like seems like an awesome gamer, plus funny as hell so far, so I'm definitely going to go check out her videos. But, like, that's the thing. Like, that's what it's all about, the YouTube community. And within that community, we're the gamer community,
Yep.
And I think that's what separates us from other people that don't get a chance to experience this, We're like our own little family. And that's the Beastly Gamers word right there. I took your little family thing, shed a tear on that one right there.
That was an awesome video, Beastly.
Oh yeah, like when Beastly Gamer invited me to do this, like I thought it was an amazing thing. I was bragging to my wife. I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually getting interaction with people. I'm not just being the guy behind the camera. I'm actually, people want to communicate with me face to face, even if it's over a camera. It's just an awesome experience that I never expected I would get. I wanted to start a YouTube channel years ago. I just never had the balls to do it, and
well, you probably had the balls, but you probably didn't look at too much.
Yeah, and I seen Beastly, and he seemed like such a nice guy. Because I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that are just complete douchebags, and they actually are in it for the money. And Beastly and Briar, I know they're not for that. They're just 2 guys that love doing what they do, helping people out, informing the game community, and it just really inspired me. And just to be here every Sunday is just like a really big achievement for me that I could never imagine having before.
Imagine if, like, what if you got an achievement on your screen right now, like PlayStation?
Yeah.
Doing the Beastly Thought.
You see that trophy right there? You see that platinum trophy?
Wait, so you mean you guys aren't in it for like that free slice of pizza every month?
Oh no!
You guys aren't getting your free pizza?
What the hell?
Whoa, where's that pizza?
What the hell? I didn't get one yet.
Pizza, baby! I like all the free computer parts they keep sending me.
No, not too nerdy. I haven't seen your subscriber count. Well, I watched your videos, but I didn't look at your subs, so I don't know exactly where you're sitting at. But I know that pretty much everybody here has just made a huge gain, or at least a nice accomplishment. So I want to go across the board and let everybody know. Get Punk, congratulations on hitting that 800 subscribers. Connie, you just hit 400. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, it happened like right when I subscribed too. And God, you just.
It was actually him. He was number 400. He waited.
I try to. I want to make a difference, And Briar, you're over the 3,000 mark. So I should have said this to you a couple weeks ago. And I just hit 200. I'm at 210. And taking it a day at a time. And of course, we all really appreciate everybody who comes and watches us bullshit and share our thoughts with you. It means a lot. And I wanted to congratulate all you guys on the hard work you're putting into this, because I know it's not easy. Doing this kind of work and living a regular life. I got 4 kids. They're all sick, so like BriarRabbit, I feel pretty good about myself. I'm not sick this week.
Yeah.
And so it's just, sometimes it can be tiring. It can be, it can be a trial. But congratulations to all you guys for the hard work you're putting in, and I can't wait to see what happens a year from now.
Oh yeah. We should have like a big anniversary party.
Yeah, I'm going to have 2 stripper poles behind me.
Oh shit.
Speaking of birthdays,
It's your birthday.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
your birthday.
BriarRabbit. I probably won't see you, BriarRabbit, so happy early birthday.
hey, thank you. Brett, your birthday's coming right up too, right? You said 10 days?
March 12th,
March 12th.
1995.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
1980, man.
You said 18 what?
1886. Yep, I'll be 34 in a couple days, and I don't feel a day over 33.
So anything else we want to talk about today?
I actually thought Connie was like 15 when I first saw your video, Connie. I asked Kate, my wife, I said, this kid, how old do you think she is? She said, 17 maybe. Then I found out you were 38. I couldn't believe it. I'm just kidding.
You wouldn't believe how many times I
Yeah, people can't believe
20.
I'm 28. Everyone thinks I'm like younger than that, but I'm actually 28. So.
People can't believe I'm 10, but
it's that Darth Vader voice,
Oh yeah.
I am your father.
I just turned 11.
Got my first hair.
Oh, look, guys. but it's on your head. I want to say thanks to everybody for coming. Hopefully I can get all you guys back here next week. And if you can't, just whenever you can make it. I really appreciate everybody, every person who was on here today, and even the ones who couldn't make it. You guys are part of my family, and I will continue to represent for the Beastly family. All you guys are featured on my page, so if anybody wants to subscribe to anyone on the show, go to the Beastly Gamer channel, and they'll be featured right on the right side of my page. And they're also in the description of every single video that I do. So if you guys want to click on them and find out, about these guys' channel, please do that. I don't have anything else, guys. But again, thank you all for joining us today, and I hope to see you all next week if you can make it.
Why don't we let everybody kind of wrap it up and tell everybody what's going to be on their channels next week.
Sure.
Not too nerdy. What can we look forward to next week from you?
Now, next week I'm going to show a quick tip about like Sony Vegas. That'll be the first thing, Sony Vegas 12. I'll show you exactly what to do, certain things that maybe you might not know how to do. And the same thing, Warframe Wednesdays. I also do Don't Start Saturdays. But there's also a video that should be done next week. It's a parody video that sort of pokes fun of like the console wars. So it's not just this generation. We're going to go back in history and see how they evolved from the beginning till now.
Nice. That's something I forgot to talk about tonight. Did you guys hear Seth Rogen is going to be getting together a Genesis for SNES?
Yep.
Console war.
That's why I'm making a video to sort of say that movie's coming out. So it got me thinking, has this really been like something that's been going on for years? And I show like how it evolved through time.
Yeah, apparently that console war was brutal.
Yeah.
Blast processing, baby.
Wait.
Blast processing.
Sega does what Nintendo don't. Wait, what?
How about you, Get Pug 99? What can we look forward to from you this week?
A lot of live streaming. That's what I've been into.
Nice.
And there's some commentaries that's pretty much all I'm be doing.
All right. Any new montages? That's what I'm always looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit some clips to get them all edited. Yeah.
All right. Connie, how about you? What can we look forward to next week from you?
I can't promise anything depending on whether I get my PC or not, but I was going to do Broken Age Let's Play when I get my PC, and I was also going to try and do an emulator. I was actually trying to do Shenmue on my laptop.
Oh, really?
Emulator. I'll see how that goes. I can't promise anything, but just watch out for stuff.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Watch her other stuff too, man. She's got a real funny channel.
Yeah, I like the Girl Gamer Problems video. I thought that was
That
really
was
good.
so funny, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
COD Player, what can we look forward to from you this week?
This Wednesday coming up, me and my clan, we're finally in the Platinum Division for Clan Wars, so we're going to be doing that.
What's the name of your clan?
One Punch Knockout.
Nice.
Thank you. And then Resogun Fridays, and then once I get my equipment, I think either Monday or Tuesday, I'll be doing a new setup video because the last one it was really shitty quality and didn't have a good camera. That's why I'm getting all this stuff, and then do a complete new setup my setup update, and I'm a COD made player, so plenty of COD videos.
Nice. I love seeing people's setup videos. I don't know, there's something really nerdy about it. But I love watching it.
Too.
Hey,
I have
watch out
subscribed
now.
to channels just based on their setup video. Have you guys ever heard of Barnacules Nerdgasm?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that
That
is
guy's
amazing
got
setup.
like 3 32-inch monitors lined up.
Yeah, it's
He's
fucking
got
crazy.
two 3D printers. I mean, I like that channel. Beasley, what do you got coming up this week?
I'm going to be finishing Outlast this week. I'm going to be getting into Onslaught Call of Duty this week. I haven't got it yet. I didn't even get the whole entire package, $50 package when I got it. But I'll be playing that this week. I've really been enjoying a lot of Call of Duty this week. Now that my TV's actually working, getting back into the groove of things.
That helps. That really does help.
And I'll probably be playing a little bit more of my DLC Left Behind because I loved it so much.
Yeah, I've played through it multiple times.
I played through it twice. I did one live and I did one with my brother who came over last night. Like I said, it's only 2 hours long, but there's some really deep insight to Ellie as a character that you would have no idea about playing the original game. No spoilers, of course.
Yeah.
But if you want to know more about Ellie, this is something for you to definitely pick up. So for the guys who haven't tried it, please do. If not, watch the Let's Play on my channel. Or watch it on Connie's.
The full game, I thought the combat got cooler once you got to the harder difficulties and you lost the ability to see people through walls and all that stuff. Have you tried the harder difficulties on the DLC? Is there multiple difficulties on the DLC?
There is multiple difficulties, but I just went normal. But I gotta say, I actually like the combat more in the DLC than I did in the original game. There's a new dynamic, and I think that it should have been implemented. It would have made things a little, I guess, easier in the original game, especially dealing with the infected. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's great, and I think everybody should play it or watch the Let's Plays on my channel or Connie Karoy's channel.
That's right. Absolutely. All right, I'll be continuing the Thief Let's Play. I got a couple of videos coming up with Janice. We got a rom-com coming and
Those are my favorite.
Thanks.
Rom-com is the shit, yeah.
And we got some Call of Duty. I've been playing with the Onslaught DLC with the Xbox One. I'll probably make a couple videos about that now that it's available for the PlayStation 4. I actually have a couple of hardware reviews planned. I'll give you the details on that when I actually release the videos, but that'll be fun too. Other than that, I'm all out of ideas. So should we wrap this one up?
They'll come to you, yeah, guys.
All right, guys, have a great night. I'm going to stop the broadcast, stay on for a minute, okay?
All right.